This is the Roulette Master, and the number one question I still get every single day is what system do you use the most? And for you new subscribers out there, I use Play Like a Pro, and I'm going to share that with you today. And for those of you that have been around for a while, I'm going to share a few other things with you as well. And I can't wait to get started and show you how it works. So we're going to be using all 6 outside bets, which means 1 to 18, even, red, black, odd, and 19 to 36. Currently we have 2 black numbers and we have 2 19 to 36 numbers. So we could start with 1 to 18 or we could start with red. Let's start with 1 to 18 for $10. Let me go ahead and change the units there. And let's spin. I use, like I said, a $1,300 bankroll with this and $10 units. And a 0 is just like any other loss, so we're going to go ahead and double that bet. And now we're going to have $20 on 1 to 18. Currently we're down $10. So 34 red. And we lost that one. We're minus 30, but that's just temporary. And now we're going to change the bet to $40. The key here is having a large bankroll and having the 2 before you start to extend the length of the progression. So there's a win. Now you can see we're up 10, and we need to spin without betting, but we don't have to do that very much with this system because there's always almost 1 to bet on. But let's see what we have now. We have 2 odds, so let's go even for 10, and let's spin. And what I mean by extending the progression is it would take 2 more of one of those in a row to make you lose your bankroll, which is really important. So now we're up 20. Now we have 2 red in a row. Let's pick black for $10. Again, it can be any one of those 6, and there's usually 1 or 2 to choose from. So that's a 12 red. So now we're going to go black for 20. We're going to double the bet on losses. And here we go. Let's see what we get. It's an 18 red. So now we're going to bet $40 on black. Then we'll check our balance here. We got the win. Fantastic. All right, so we're up $30 total. And we have 2 evens, actually 4 evens in a row. Let's go odd for 10. It's even better if you have more than 2 to bet against. So that's always great. There's a 20 black. And now we're going to bet 20 on odd. But when you have 4 in a row before you start, then it really extends the length of the progression. And there's another loss though. So now we're going to go 40 on odd. And you can see now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 evens in a row. But we're good. We still have a large bankroll, and we're going to get the win here. There's 6 black. Another loss. And what I mean by that is we will eventually get the win. So now we're going to put 80 on odd. And I feel an odd number coming. Let's see it. We got a 0. Man, that's rough. Okay, well, you can see temporarily we are down. We bet $80 there, and now we're going to bet $160. And don't worry, if we lose this one, we still have 2 more chances, and I believe we'll get one. So 33 black, we got the win. So now we're at 40. We need to spin without betting because we have that 0 in there. That always messes up the last 2 numbers. So let's check out what we get here. There's a 2 black. Now we have those 2 black. So let's go red for 10. And here we go. It's a 17 black. So now we'll go 20 on red. And even when things are going bad, it seems like as long as you can hang in there, you're going to be okay with this. I will say, though, with any roulette system, you can lose if you have really bad luck. So now we're going to have 40 on red. But most people don't lose because of that. Most people lose because they don't stick with the system that they intended on using all the way through. And I'll explain that more here in a minute. And we're up 50 now. We're going to pick an odd for 10. And what I mean by that is many people stop in the middle of the progression and they don't trust it. They get scared of losing the bankroll. That's why you need to pick a bankroll that that you can afford to lose if things went really bad, and never gamble with money that you can't afford to lose. And you have to go in there. And now we're up 60. After that, let's bet 10 on 19 to 36. You have to go in there like you don't care if you win or lose your bankroll, and you have to make your bets without thinking about consequences or any of that stuff. You need to decide that before you go to the casino, and then you need to just to do the system that you planned on playing. And we're up 20 now. But I do recommend testing all these systems before you go. You should know what's going to happen when you have good numbers or bad numbers anytime that you are trying something new. So now we're up 70. Let's pick a new bet. Let's go even for 10. And here we go. That's an odd 13 black. So let's go 20 now on even. We're going to stay on that until we get the win. But again, we got a 2-head start by using Play Like a Pro. There's 11 black. Now we're going to go from 20 to 40. And here we go. 6 black. There's a win. So now we're up $80. And let's pick red now. I think we've had 4 in a row black. And we got it. Okay, now we are up $90. And let's go odd because the last 2 are even. And let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a loss. So let's go 20 now on odd. And let's see what we get. It's an 8 black. Okay, now we're going to go 40. And here we go. 27 red. There we go. We got the win. Now we're up $100. So let's spin without betting. It's the first time in a while that we've had to do that. And let's see what we get here. 29 black. Okay, now we can go 1 to 18, for $10. Bet against the 19 and 36. And that's a 10 black. That's a win. So now we're doing a little bit better. We started out with some rough numbers. But let's go red now for 10 because the last 2 are black. And another question I get a lot after we got the win there is, well, how do you know when to stop? And we're up 120 now. And let's place our 19 to 36 bet. But I usually stop when I'm up 200 and I don't get too greedy. So I just try to get a couple $100 every day. And not stay there really long. So I'm up 130 now. Let's go black for 10. And there's lots of other things I enjoy at the casino as well. We usually, a lot of times we stay there. We get comped on all of our rooms, so we never have to pay for a room, which is nice. And now we're going to put 20 on black. So once I hit my goal, we usually just get dinner, take it up to the room. Enjoy the pool and hot tub area, all that good stuff, and don't make it all about gambling the whole night. So we're up 140 now. Let's go 19 to 36 for 10. And here we go. Okay. That's another reason why you always want to give them your casino card when you're playing, because before long you won't have to pay for rooms and things like that. There's a loss there at 20. Now we're going to go to 40 on 19 to 36. And there's another loss. Okay, so now we're going to go to 80. And we still have a lot more bets to place, so I feel good. That's a 5 red. So now we're at 160, but I'm still confident that we'll get it. We'll still have 2 more bets even if we lose this one. And let's see what we get here. It's a 10 black. Okay, now we place a 320 bet, and this is usually where people get a little bit nervous, and I understand that totally. But you have to follow through with it. If you don't, you're going to lose everything you've lost up to that point. And man, there's a 0. Okay, I'm glad you're seeing this because anything can happen with roulette. We only have 1 more bet to go, but it's kind of exciting when it gets to this point. I don't like to have to get to it, but a lot of times you get it on the last one. And here we go. Let's see what we get. 27 red. There we go. And placing that last bet is hard to do, but I tell you what, a lot of times when I don't get there very often, but when I do get there, a lot of times I do get it on that last bet. And you can see now we're up 150. Like I said, though, don't gamble with money that you can't afford to lose. My mindset is that I go in there thinking if I win or lose it, it's not going to affect me one way or the other. And I'm not going to get upset if I lose. I'm basically going to be more even keel and play the way that I'm going to play regardless of emotions. And that's just what works best for me. And if you do leave a bet early, sure, you might not lose that 640 bet, but you've lost a lot. So, hang in there and do what you plan to do beforehand. Make those decisions beforehand, and you'll be a much better roulette player. And also, I have a playlist coming up here with the most viewed videos if you're having trouble navigating the videos. And there's some really good ones in there, so you can click on that and watch all of those. Also, if you haven't joined the TRM fan club yet, it's a really good deal. For 99 cents a month, you can join that by clicking on the link in the description, and you're going to get really quick responses to all of your questions. And like I said, I'll get back to you right away if you're a TRM fan club member. I try to get back to everyone else, but it takes a while with so many subscribers. And so take advantage of that if you can. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.